Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, right back to Hall. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Jets come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On first and 10, here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. We're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Now Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Finding space at the 40. Finding space at the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. It don't matter your experience level as a quarterback. You throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive. Like it never happened, and that's what we're seeing here.
Second down, here's an option right. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just...
Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Fields on first down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To the air again, Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Fields. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. Fields throwing again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now
he's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll roll him out right. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They go play action with Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
To throw again on second down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Again, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get
And now here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery, 29 yards. And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 48 yards. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Throwing again on 2nd down, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw again on second down. Fields trying to lay one up deep. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to at least get one score back. Santos now to add the PAT. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run with Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
And it'll be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the air.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a